Hi there, thank you for coming to my channel, and if you get a moment, subscribe for other videos. Today I'm going to be topping up my coolant on the Boxster 987. It's similar to for all Boxsters, probably for all Porsche 911s as well. So two things that I need. One is deionized water and a coolant antifreeze in concentration. You go for the concentrated one because it's a lot cheaper to buy, and you just make up as you require. If you don't want the hassle of getting deionized water and the coolant antifreeze in concentration form, don't the awkwardness of actually working out the ratios, then just go for the pre-mixed one. So the Porsche that I got, the 987, it takes 22 litres or so of coolant, and ideally what you should do is drain the whole thing out every few years and just refresh it. However, to save myself the trouble of that, we're not going to be doing that this time, is I'm just going to deionized water. I'm going to use deionized water, and I'm unsure as to what coolant is in there. I believe it will be the Porsche coolant. I don't want to mix it with anything else, so I'm going to mix it with this Prestone one, which is guaranteed to be suitable for all lightweight cars. So I'm going to mix it in the ratio which is on here. It says to go, where is it now? Here we go. I'm going to go for minus 18 degrees Celsius. It's really likely to go down that way. So it's a 1 part Prestone to 2 parts water. So I'm going to use my mixing jug here and make that and then come back to you. So that's my solution mixed, which is 2 parts water to 1 part antifreeze. So it's not too much. I can always make more, but you don't want to make too much because you don't want to have to put this down the sink, etc. It's a very toxic chemical for animals. So we're just going to use as much as they require and go back if needing more. So the coolant and the oil resides in the back. If you pop open the boot of the car, you will see that this little hatch up here, just pop that open, and over here we have the oil point where you're filling up, and also the coolant which goes in there. Now always do this with a cold engine. If you ever have to open this with a hot, and use a rag, etc., just to hold on so you don't get scalded. Over here is a little drain there. Now this needs to be checked every so often to make sure it's connected and it's free flowing. If you're going to put oil in there, just always check that because it does get messy if you spill in. So we're going to open this up. The car engine is cool, and look down into it, and you can see a max line, and below that max line is a minimum line, and it's just sitting shy of it. So I'm going to add my pre-mixed liquid in, keeping an eye to see when it fills up. Now it's quite tricky to see this because one of the things you have to bear in mind is that this liquid is literally clear. So what I'm using this Ian's pointer here, just to see what it is, and it's just at the bottom of the minimum, and again it's still quite low. And now it's approaching maximum. When it reaches maximum, you'll see it will just make a little change in color, and I think this is just going to be more or less just perfect. There you go. That's it all done. I'll just check it with the pointer again. Yep, just perfect. Well, listen, thank you again very much for watching this video. I was going to seal it up and make sure I tighten it up nice and tight, and that's me done. Perfect. I'm just going to make a quick note on the type of water I use, which is deionized water. You get tap water, and you get distilled water, and you get deionized water. So tap water is not the one to be using in your cooling system unless you're absolutely desperate. then you could use it, but tap water contains minerals, and therefore minerals can get into your system and just clog up the radiators and also cause corrosion as well, depending on what type of minerals you've got and how much minerals you have in the water. Now, deionized water is the other end, which is no ions in it. So basically it's pure water with no calcium, no phosphates, nothing in it, no fluorides. It's deionized, it's just perfect. The distilled water, which is water which is being boiled and then cooled down so that the salts, such as the calcium and the phosphates, are left on the pan. So what you're getting is a reduced amount of ions in the water, and the distilled water is not perfect because some ions do go in there. So deionized water is the one you want to go for. The other thing to mention is, as I said, I use this Prestone coolant antifreeze because you can make some up and store it in a bottle, or what I did was I had some leftover from the Porsche, so what I did was I used it in one of my other vehicles just as a top up. I didn't have to worry what type of fluid was in there, because this works with all types, blue, orange, whatever color it wants to be, pink, it doesn't matter, this will work. Okay, so I hope that's helped, and if you get a moment, please subscribe to my channel. It makes it much more interesting for me to see the people are actually watching. Take care, bye.